Hello and welcome to Make Some Noise from Birmingham NEC. So come on. Today we're live at the NEC Restoration Show in Birmingham. This is day one after 2 days of absolute madness. If you're getting close, we can hear a little bit more. We have our international guests. So if you'd like to bring yourself on for a split second, Jim, Dave and John, and say hello to the public for me, please.
And adding John.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here.
Yeah, afternoon, guys.
I already voted.
Yeah, I voted.
Already voted.
Already voted. I'm in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing this, guys, because without you, this won't happen. Because if I lose connection, then you guys can take over and help us out all the way. Today,
I was going to say, without you being at the NEC and the Minikit's fantastic stand, by the way, we wouldn't be able to do this anyway. So, big thanks to you, Craig, and Paul, for taking the time out to drop in, because this is live. If anyone's watching, drop us a question on Minikits, whatever. This will be our live.
It's hard going live from this place when you don't have internet half the time. That's why we're not walking around this time. We tried staying static and actually have a little studio. But over the weekend, we hope to do a few more live streams with the team in pure view with you. We hope to go around, probably have a few interviews. We'll have a few pre-cut videos of the venue. And there we go, all swapping around. And but what we'll do is I'll quickly just highlight a short video to tell you what the NEC is all about. This is a clip from last year in 2024. So enjoy and watch.
I think this event is singularly relevant right now. It's a great place for people to gather and share their passion for cars and all things automotive and classic. But also, what are we doing? What is this place? It's about make to amend. Every car out there and the car of everybody that's come here, its carbon footprint is in the distant past. And by keeping it going, it's kind of best for all. So long may it continue. What a great place to come and share a passion for these incredible machines that move us. They move us physically, they move us emotionally. They're important and they're here.
Shows like this are so important to inspire people. There's so many amazing cars and, most importantly, talented people that have restored them and loved them and cared for them. Every car here has got a story to tell, and the best thing about it is walking around and seeing parents and grandparents with kids, grandkids that are just being inspired. I hope that shows like this will encourage people to learn these skills needed to restore these cars.
Being here today at the NEC with all these amazing cars, it's amazing. There's cars there that are older than me, and I'm 57 years old. I hope I got the love of these cars from my dad. He owned a garage, and I think that's why it's so important today for people to include their children in classic cars. It keeps that thing going, it keeps the blood of the classics running, and if we can get to running young people's brains, I think it's amazing.
I've really enjoyed the show this year. It's been a great joining of community and everybody's been able to connect. I've had some great conversations with people and been able to network, and people have been really interested in what I'm doing with the car, and I've been asking questions and are shocked that such a young person has been working on a car. But it's been really interesting to hear their feedback and their interest.
This is day 3 of the Practical Classic and Restoration Show. It's been phenomenal. I've suffered with a little bit of jet lag. I've flown over from the US to be here specifically for this show. I've been coming to this show for 10 years now, and it's a really important show for me. It's been amazing.
We're back. Right.
Boy, are you ever.
Yeah, I was going to say this event is big. It's not as big as the one in November. It's about half the size, but this is dedicated to people's restoration of their vehicles. So if you've got dust on it, you're the people to be with us. If you polished it, get away. But this time we have a good selection of cars. Once again, we've brought in 6. Paul, can you just tell the people which 6 we've got? Talking to the microphone while you look.
We've got £100 build from scrap, basically. We've got a
£100.
We've got a Stratus 365. It's Metro 6R4 rep on Scooby floor pans, Subaru Impreza floor pans. We've got a,
Which one are you looking at? It's not good on camera.
Oh, now, yeah. A Scamp, we've got a Scamp, a Pimlico, and another Ranger with the
Got a
different.
Ranger. I love Rangers.
He's the only person who tells you what we got on the stand and he doesn't even look. Because we literally, as you can see, we've had to put the backing towards us, otherwise have a full rotation. But yeah, the cars are behind the monitor, so they, as I say, we got a good reference. But
No
guys,
worries.
here's a question for you: have you ever heard? Well, Paul highlighted it, the £100 car build.
No,
That's
I've not
pretty
heard of
light.
that.
I've had a 1,000-pound car. I've got own a 1,000-pound car, but 100 pounds is what's it made out of? Paper mache?
I actually thought it was just a tank of petrol.
Yeah. A small one if it's 100 quid as well, the price of petrol these days. Yeah.
But basically, as you can understand from last year, we had Matt Green with us.
Yep.
And he's also returned this year. He's bought his specialist car, which we'll hopefully talk about tomorrow.
Yep.
But we've also got Dad, Minikit's dad, Richard Green, officially. But all weekend he's going to be called Dad, and we've told him that.
Call him Dad.
We've also met Uncle Mark, so it's like a family reunion. But it's actually Dad's project. The idea is that he's walked outside, found a scrap in his backyard, asked for donations, and so far he's put it all together, and he's basically built a moving car. He's still got a lot of work to go, but for £100, I'll just quickly click on the screen so you can actually see the thing on its first drive out. So
That's the one we saw driving into the NEC yesterday, wasn't it? When you were setting up.
Yeah. Which hopefully the videos will be done by Jim to sort out ready for tomorrow. We've had
a question come in as well from somebody. They come through and make some noise. They must be watching it on your YouTube channel. But weren't you the first ever kit car and special? I don't like calling them kit cars, but kit car and specialist car group to actually win an award from the NEC? Because normally it's the classic boys and regular mainstream manufacturers that win the awards. You were the first ever specialist kit car group to win an award, weren't you?
I'll let Paul answer that. Well, give me a second.
Yes, we were. And I think it's opened the way up, I think, to a lot more of a kit car manufacturers and one thing coming into these NEC, because they wouldn't let you in it at one point. And all of a sudden, we're in, and we're winning.
And the best thing about it is, rather than show you a picture, they show you the real thing.
There we go. I have got some pictures in the background. If you've got it there, that's brilliant. That was what best that was best stand award, wasn't it? Best under 80 square meters.
Yep, correct. But this time we have got a bigger stand. I'll let you hold that, Paul, so we don't drop it. Don't do that. That's a very expensive coaster.
You could restore it.
Sponsored by sellotape and duct tape, but you can't get clear duct tape.
And super glue, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got Richard's car with us, or Dad, and he's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. As we say tomorrow, we'll hopefully have a little bit more footage for you.
Yeah.
But literally, he wanted to arrive about 4 o'clock yesterday. We had a phone call saying he'd left 5 hours early. He was that excited to get here.
Oh, bless. Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a big event. People don't realise just how big the event is. There's what, five or six halls?
no, not this one. No, it's 2.5. But it's,
But
two of the largest halls, and then half of hall 3.
right. Yes, I'm thinking of the other one that you went to.
That's November. Hang on a
that's
second. We
amazing.
just got Matt Green in the back. Matt, say hello to the world.
Hello, world.
This is Matt
Hello,
Green.
Matt.
Hello, world.
Matt.
Those are my lines.
Yeah, Matt. I've been following your instrument build. I've been following your instrument build on the mini dash.
Hang on a second. This bit wasn't planned, by the way. It was just so happened he was in shot. So ask that question again.
Yeah, Matt, I've been following your YouTube channel.
Hello, yeah.
But I've been following your dash build and the way you've done it's all electronic and you built like yourself. I've seen part 1, part 2. There's going to be a part 3 coming out because I've been absolutely fascinated.
Yeah, part 3, hopefully. We got my Uncle Mark's just off screen. He's working on some of the electronics at the moment. We're just having a chat about that and working out what's next. And I was just rushed to try and get this sort of the Mark 1 style dash out just to bring to the show. And so hopefully the next stage is to get it mounted in a car now and actually wired up to some sensors, the revs, and the basic ones to start with, and see how that goes and see what problems come out from that first.
I saw you got it connected up to a PC or whatever that was obviously operating the dials just in test function. But getting those connected to the sensors now will be the next. And
then obviously the next hurdle will be sort of interference and dealing with that. Especially if you're trying to come off coils and stuff for RPM. They can cause problems.
Yes, because I've never heard of those dials that they're using. You just bought them off. Was it from?
Yeah, and you get them on AliExpress and places like that. So I think the Raspberry Pi store sells them as well. They're round displays, so it's they're quite to use as a normal screen, but they suit certain dials and fit in a certain thing. So they work quite well. So
I did share your video to a couple of kit car sites and specialist car sites, and everyone seemed to love it. I'd never seen anything like it. So looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, same here. So won't be long, I'm sure.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks for dropping in for a quick set. That's it. That wasn't impromptu, but we'll get you over the weekend and we'll have a proper chat about it. Wait, no, he's falling off the chair. Oh, push.
Yeah, Craig, it's normally you falling off the chair, isn't it?
Not these chairs. A little bit too high off the ground. Paul's just being caught again, so he'll be back soon. But we do have a big announcement before we go. I say this one's going to be slightly shorter. So if you just give me, I don't know if this will work because of the music side of things, but hang on. I'll do you. Bear with me a second.
Take your time. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, we can chime in and say, beaming to you direct from the NEC in Birmingham, but at the same time, simulcasting from Nashville, Tennessee, Dave LaSalle. Say hi, Dave.
What is happening?
And from lovely Evesham, somewhere close enough to Birmingham.
Yeah,
say hi, John.
If I go and sit on my rooftop, I can probably see Birmingham from here. I'm not that far away.
And it's me, 7-Spot Jim, all the way from Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
No, it's wild. It is absolutely wild, and just on the screen it looks wrong, but to my right is the main stage as well. So we got to try and cut out all those. So I ain't paying them. It's like they were too much. They should come on here and do everything for free like what we do. Put all our heart and energy into it, building the set, getting the cars here, people driving up and down the country. Nah, they jump in a plane, they get paid a few £1,000s for this event.
Exactly, yeah. Because you spent, was it about 6 months just planning this one event, this one weekend? I think you said.
Each one is complete. As you've known from the last few interviews that we've done, the stand has been completely different. But a quick question for Dave. Dave, do you have anything like this where you are? Like, did they go to that extent?
Yeah, no. Not that I know of. I'm sure that there are. I don't feel like there's a huge kit scene in the States. I think for us, it's more like hot rod shows.
Yes.
Because that's like when things got started. Probably similar era, but the cars are so different. you know, and I feel like the possibilities are just different as far as, like, you know, people have been building things on minis for how many years? They've had many kits have been around since 50 years, right? At
Oh yeah,
least.
yeah. Well, it's like I said,
So
the idea of this show as well is like, won't be just based on kits. So I'm just using this as being a stand.
Yeah.
But there's a wild range of things. Like the stand right behind me is the Coastal Breakfast Club, which is 90% American hot rods and old classic vehicles, and so that'll inspire to what you sort of see a lot more of. But I said this one is a test run for the screening. I didn't know how long the show was going to be because I said tomorrow would be the biggest highlight, and we'll work on the afternoon again to allow people to sleep. Because of the time difference this morning, I forgot everything. I always do it to you guys. I wake you up, you fall out of bed, and you end up on screen within 15 minutes begging for coffee. Isn't that right, Jim?
Yeah, that is about right. And I just have to jump in because there's an important message that we want to convey. And that is if everybody is watching this, they have to know that it's important that they get out and vote. Because it's all that's all we really care about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been nominated. You've won it two years on the row now. This award at the NEC, haven't you? Was it 2 years?
No. It's a multiple of awards through different shows.
Okay.
It's the first year that I was involved. We came in. We were runners up in the main classic. No, it was the classic car show in November. We came in and we was just runners up. And then we came back for the restoration show. We didn't really have a lot on at that time. We didn't get really, but then we came back for the classic car show in the following year, and we got best stand of the show, or most interesting stand.
Yeah, you did Barry Simpson.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things because, as you know yourself, there's a lot of things out there. I can see us 7 Spot Media. Will mini kits be at Kitfest?
Kitfest.
Who would type that in? Who's busy on 7 Spot Media typing these messages in, John?
Maybe because one hand is missing. It's where Kermit the Frog is hiding.
Yeah,
I can't see it on mine. But yeah, speaking of Kitfest, you also won an award there, sponsored by Howdens, didn't you? I think.
Yeah, another one. for a group that comes to sort of have a bit of a laugh. Hang on a second. Someone's fitting a horn ready for Sunday.
Sunday closing bell.
Basically, we don't highlight it too much because Kitfest is the award, not what's in our hands. It's the event, what happens, which is the award for everybody, and that's the way it should have been thought of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's why you have so much fun at the NEC. I'm not saying you don't take yourself seriously, because you do, but it's not like you're there selling something. You're there to show off what you can do, and just have a great time, and just speaking to the public and making people aware of mini kits in general. Yeah.
Well, as you can tell, we put a lot of effort into it. All that surgery that I've had done, sort of thing, has really not worked.
Well, I think you were commenting earlier, Craig, and asking Dave if there's anything like this in Nashville. And I can. What blows me away is the size of the venue. How big is the NEC? How many halls are there?
There. Hang on, Paul's back. He's about to join me. Right, I'll finish this one up before you. Basically, you are talking. There is, I think, 12 halls, and each one is about the size of a football field.
Wow!
Yes,
that is amazing.
And they can combine. Some of them can combine to be the size of about 3 football fields open.
Yeah.
Which is hall 3.
I can tell you that in Vancouver we don't have anything like that because we don't have a venue that large. The largest show that we have every year is the All British Field Meet, and it's huge. I mean, we broadcast from there,
we
and
stream from there.
Many football fields, but it's all outside.
But
At the NEC, they also have like live stage where you can go and meet like Richard Hammond or Mike Brew or whoever. But you were also asked to be one of the presenters on that as one of the specialists, weren't you? Was that last year?
Oh God, you had to drop that one in, didn't you?
Just trying to make some noise. Just trying to make some noise.
Make some noise, fall off your chair like I do. And while you're doing it, what you need to do is you need to sort of shout out those famous words that we can't broadcast from another show.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, but it is all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just looking for something quickly.
So
Right.
is it press day today? Is there much public there? Because normally Friday's the press day, isn't it? And then the public come in Saturday and Sunday. Is that how it works?
Well, yeah, there's been quite a few magazines. People walking around taking photos of various cars, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
but much interest
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, much interest from the general public. I mean, we're getting more mainstream now, I think.
Yeah. We're always busy. Always busy on the stand. I just had to, when I shot off I was talking to somebody about a car.
Yes.
We're non-stop. Absolutely
Brilliant.
non-stop.
Yeah.
Do you guys find the age of participants is getting lower now? Like as more young kids get into like the engineering side of things?
I think realistically, without overdoing it, we have people as young as pushchair and pram to basically walking out in a 6-foot box.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're all on wheels, and half of them get pushed around.
It's a good question, though, because one of the themes that we've been talking about recently is education at school, the technical side.
Just how to get people interested in engineering and get it back into school because it's no longer on the school curriculum.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's just inspiring as it all goes along. I'm just keeping track of time because we've got people coming back to us. But what we'll do is we'll cut it short now, but we have a big announcement. And we have been given the official announcement across the world. Okay. And I'll hand that over to Paul because he knows a lot more about it than what I do.
Do we need a drum roll?
Sausage roll? What do you want a sausage roll for?
I'm going to say, what are you on about, sausage roll? It's salt.
That's all he thinks about is food. It's a drum roll, not a sausage
the
roll.
vibration your screen's on, it looks like you'd eaten something wrong and that you have the after effects. It was shaking everywhere.
I probably have, yeah.
Right, let's get down to the final bit. So, Paul,
go.
Question. What have we just found out today, and why are we the official people to inspect this item?
Well, I found out today I don't like tomatoes.
Sorry.
We was approached by 2 members of the public today who actually own the father and son, bringing it back to the younger generation, weren't he?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And he owns the rights to the Gecko mini base kit car.
Ooh,
wow.
He's owned him since 1981, since the original manufacturers sold them on.
Wow.
He did make a few of them, but stopped making them. Well, now him and his son are going to revive the company back up, building a new mini Gecko, and fingers crossed we'll have it on the stand in November.
I know the name. Remind me what it looked like. It wasn't a 3-wheeler job. It did look a bit like a mini moke or.
Yeah, it's mini moke like aspirated.
That's what I thought. And obviously mini base. Yeah.
But that was a well-made kit, really well-made kit. And like I say, he's going back into remanufacturing them.
Going to go back into production. That's brilliant news.
There we go. Someone's on the case.
Yeah, well, it's not. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
But by that, I take it was Dave.
I love the internet.
Oh well, yeah.
But he's also doing the 6-wheeler version, the 4-wheeler version, and the stretched 4-wheeler version.
And they're looking to giving it a modern twist as well.
And they still have all the tooling, all the molds, and everything to pull it, to make them.
Brilliant.
And also, on top of that, we've been invited to the official launch of the vehicle, where we may be able to have a drive in it, and we'll be able to probably have something to eat and something to drink alongside. So yeah, it's like it's just opened up a few more doors for us as well. So we're not just here enjoying ourselves. They're creating something, and we're inspiring them.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yes. Definitely keep us updated on that. We could maybe even do, well, obviously you'll be doing some filming. Maybe we can do a live stream of the unveiling, or where are they going to reveal it at a kit car show, or not sure?
With the NEC, on our stand at the NEC.
On your stand at the NEC.
Jimmy,
That's
gotta fix
brilliant.
That's
brilliant.
March. And I did actually mention about you might want to interview them, and I'm even up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
If you like, do a really good feature on them, and they're well into it. We've got all the contact details, and as we say, who's this? Jason.
Oh, it's Jason.
Hello,
Jason
how
Smith.
are you?
Jason Potashak.
Jason Smith.
That's Jason Smith, as we know him. Yes.
I'll just call you Jason. I don't say anything over 4 letters.
Hi, Jason.
Greetings, Jason.
How you doing? Hello from the NEC.
And he's saying hello from his shed, where he's busy painting his 7.
Yeah.
Hang on a bit.
Hang on, we actually can you hang on? Can you hear this?
Heard something.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Is that the 100 pounder?
Yeah, it's the 100 pounder. We do. It's just because of protection laws and that, we're not allowed to run engines.
Yeah. No, I know.
Nobody heard that.
I didn't hear it.
I promise you, I want to see everyone out there,
Yeah.
like, cross their fingers and keep their mouth shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
not.
a
This
bird
is
just
not
flew
on
really
the internet
close.
for anyone to see.
Some good news.
Yeah. So we had good news on that one. Is there anything else we need to talk about before tomorrow? Apart from we both need to go to bed, not each other's bed.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is because I've been in touch with you, and I don't think that anybody really has a really good idea. And you mentioned having a good time there, but how much work it takes to set up a stand for a show like this.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We were here from 10:30. We left at 4:30, and then we was back in Thursday. Myself, I was in at 9:30. You came in at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
No, half 10, and we didn't leave till about 6:45 last night, only by being dragged out, and then 2 hours this morning.
Yeah.
Before the public came in at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that this shot doesn't show the full view of the actual stand itself.
It's probably a good idea because you look very sleep deprived as it is.
Did you ever have, I saw a post, didn't you have a bit of a nightmare last night about somebody having building work outside your house?
Yes, I had a person message me in the middle of the night who kept spamming things about voting for us.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to mention any names, but his initials might be John Minion.
No. It's do it for some reason. We knew that the roadworks was going to happen, but we didn't realise they were going to do it through the night for the whole weekend.
Oh, blimey!
So tonight, I'm just trying to make myself as tired as possible so I can just knock myself out.
Yeah.
And I think Paul was sponsored by a certain type of lager producer.
Yeah.
Because they don't sponsor us, so we can't say the name.
Right.
It would be nice if you're out there. Anyone who supplies anything like that, happy to send it here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Take a beer over and we'll have a live stream tomorrow. Yeah, if anybody fancies it.
I once read in the paper that if anybody has more than 1 pint of beer a day, it's bad for you. So I've actually stopped doing it now. I ain't reading the paper anymore.
Very good.
So yeah, I've just put up on there. So if you have any questions when we try and come on live, please contact any of our studio people.
Yeah.
Dave, John, Jim. Have them ready for us, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a lot more answers. And I'm hoping tomorrow to try and get a bit more preview footage of the show. So if we can't leave this spot, at least we got something.
Brilliant.
And if it's okay with you, I'd like to add that if anybody wants to jump in and ask you some questions live, I would be happy to communicate with you and vet your credentials so that you're not a spammer or a potty-mouthed individual, and maybe we can bring you onto the show to ask the questions live.
That's great. To be fair,
a Brummish, it gives us enough time to use the translation app on our computers to figure out what they're saying.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, with the comments that do come in, we do get to vet them. We've not had to not display some of them, but yeah, we are acutely aware of that. That
yeah,
we looked at live call-ins as well, but we're not there with that.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah,
anyway.
well, you know, you've tried doing live call-ins and they don't pick up the phone.
Exactly.
Well, you stole my thunder. That's what I want to do. I actually do live call outs.
Yes.
It's dialing for idiots.
Yes, sorry for idiots.
Or even let's do a combination of little videos. Anyone out there who likes to do something different, the name of the channel, make some noise. Why don't you film yourself for a split 30 seconds and go shout out, make some noise, and and let's combine it. Let's see other people shouting it out across the world.
And do it in your car so you can rev the engine as well.
They won't hear them, but mind you, that'd be quite good if you've got your partner in the car. You can't hear them either.
No.
Very cool.
But no, as we say, we'll bring this show to an end from our point of view. We'll let you guys carry on chatting or do whatever you wish to do. But coming from the Birmingham NEC, thank you very much for coming on to make some noise. And our special guests are in the studio. Thank you very much, guys. From me and Paul and Minikits, this is the NEC. Hopefully see you tomorrow.
All right. Here's for
guys.
now.
Stan looks great. Hope you win an award again.
Again.
Please hang up and try again.